sunshine, you're my best times, you're my anomaly. And I'd choose you in 100 lifetimes. I'd choose you in 100 worlds. I'd find you, and I'd say I do for the rest of my life with all that I
Oh my God, honey, you look absolutely beautiful.
Thanks. Thought I wasn't gonna cry.
You all right? You look wonderful. I love your dress.
all in, no turning back. And every day, every moment, every breath you take, I choose you. This is more than
Thank you all for coming to this amazing venue to witness and celebrate two of the most beautiful, loving, kind-hearted people. On this Friday, we get to step back and endure this life-changing experience with William and Caroline. On behalf of these two, they have asked me to express their sincere thanks and gratitude in sharing this moment with you all. On behalf of the bridesmaids, groomsmen, and myself, This is truly an honor to stand up here with the both of you. And so it is that William and Caroline present themselves to all of you, the people they love the most. I stand here blessed enough to know both William and Caroline as individuals and as a couple. With that being said, this journey has been so special to see come together. So how did these two end up here today? Their first interaction was back in November of 2018. Caroline's best friend, Cody, reached out to her to see if she wanted to join her and her boyfriend at the time, now husband Pat, and also William's best man, in going to downtown White Plains. She debated on going since she had to move the next day, but of course, surprise, surprise, she said yes. Not really thinking anything of it, Caroline got picked up and they headed to Will's. They hung out, had a couple of drinks, shared a few laughs, then headed out to the bar. Willie, being the gentleman that he is, got the Uber door for her, a few rounds of drinks, and tequila shots. Who would have thought? They stayed out at the bar for a little, had a good time, and went their separate ways at the end of the night. After this night, William and Caroline had not seen each other until they both attended the New Year's Eve party at the Damiano's that year. This was another night that she was quote-unquote iffy on going out because she worked late, had to work the next day, and just had started a new role at work. Cody, being the instigator that she is, said, "Come on, come out, it'll be fun. Don't drink too much. You can leave early." I know, there are a lot of surprises in this story. As most people could have guessed, though, she did none of those things, but the complete opposite. We all get to the house, everyone's hanging out, drinking, taking shots as always, playing music, dancing, and before you know it, they both loosened up, and Caroline started dancing with Will. So I guess you could say she made the first move. Caroline apparently claims that she had no intentions of spending time with Will that night. Will claims he knew from the second that she saw him that night, she wanted him. I'll let you guys all be the judge on that one. The two did share a New Year's Eve kiss that night, and they've been this couple ever since. With all that fun stuff being said, Caroline has a heart bigger than this world. She is respectful, kind, and loving, no matter the surface or core of another person. I've seen this myself since she moved into our apartment and talked Will into adopting a golden doodle. It truly is impressive how she shows the amount of love that she does for Will with all that she gives to that pup, Charlie. And with William, I can truly say the same. He's respectful, generous, humble, and would give his shirt off his back without hesitation. I knew we were going to be close the minute I met him back in kindergarten, waiting to get picked up one day after school. A story he loves to tell, and we've been best friends ever since. Even though that choice was easy, Will has made a lot of hard decisions over the years. From deciding who will pitch between the both of us at our Little League games, to adopting the business model of selling specials in high school, to being a college dropout for the place we all love and are extremely hard critics of, Roosters Market. But luckily for him, this one wasn't so hard. He could thank Caroline for that. I would now like to invite William's Aunt Les to come up and share for a reading.
The Art of Marriage by Wilfred A. Peterson. The little things are the big things. It's remembering to say, "I love you," at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing the things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not expecting the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is finding room for things of the spirit. It is establishing a relationship in which independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner.
Thank you, Aunt Les, for those words of wisdom. Hope you two are taking notes. Thanks, Beth. I ask both William and Caroline to now pause for a moment and take a look around. Let your minds catch up with your hearts. Acknowledge all of the love that surrounds you. Truly absorb how precious and beautiful this moment is. Brian, may you please now bring up the rings. Now, Caroline, please give William your left hand, and William, please slip the ring onto Caroline's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I'm giving you my promise.
With this ring, I'm giving you my promise.
To love you.
Oh, wait. What?
To love you.
To love you.
To love you.
To choose you.
To choose you.
As my wife.
As my wife.
My partner.
My partner.
After all this time.
After all this time.
Always.
Always. Nice.
Now, William, please give Caroline your left hand, and Caroline, please slip the ring onto William's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I'm giving you my promise.
With this ring, I'm giving you my promise
To love you.
to love you,
To choose you.
to choose you
As my husband.
as my husband.
My partner.
Not so bad.
My partner.
After all this time.
After all this time.
Always.
Always.
Please continue to hold hands. William, do you pledge to do everything in your power to make your marriage joyful and enduring?
I do.
Caroline, do you pledge to do everything in your power to make your marriage joyful and enduring?
I do.
And now, by the power vested in me, by the laws of the state of New York, to go forth and live each day to the fullest. It is my honor and delight to declare you husband and wife. My brother, you may kiss your bride. Please turn and face your family and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. William Ryan.
I'm speechless, staring at you standing there in that dress. What it's doing to me ain't a secret, 'cause watching you is all that I can do. And I'm speechless, you already know that you're my weakness. After all this time I'm just as nervous every time you walk into the room. I'm speechless. It started when you said hello, just did something to me. And I've been in a daze ever since the day that we met. You took the breath out of my lungs, can't even fight it. And all of the words out of my mouth without even trying. And I'm speechless, staring at you standing there in that dress. What it's doing to me ain't a secret, 'cause watching you is all that I can.
Make some noise for Dwight and Carolyn Ryan and Joanne Lombardi. Mom and Dad and Mom, they all came in at once. Everybody make some noise for all the bridesmaids, all the groomsmen. Let's go. Shout out out to our best man and matron of honor. Give it up for Pat and Lizzie tonight, everybody. Folks, how about a nice round of applause for the entire bridal party? What do you guys say? So I want to know one more time, are you guys ready for the bride and groom? Are you guys ready for the newlyweds? For the first time as husband and wife, make some noise for Mr. and Mrs. Ryan. Ladies and gentlemen, our bride and groom, make some noise out there. Give it up for Willie and Caroline. DJ, music up. That's right, keep those hands clapping, everybody. Make some noise for our bride and groom one time. Here we go, come on. Man, they got the energy tonight. How beautiful is Caroline looking, everybody? How beautiful. That's right. So ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to direct your attention to the center of the floor as they have their first dance as husband and wife.
They say love is more precious than gold. It can't be bought and it can't be sold. I got love and no respect that makes me a millionaire. I got a woman with eyes that shine down as a diamond mine. She's my treasure so very rare. She made me a millionaire. When we ride around this old town in my beat-up car with the windows down, people look at her and they look at me and say that boy is sure living in luxury, sweet luxury. Don't love is more precious than gold. It can't be bought, no, never could be sold. I got love and no despair that makes me a millionaire.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. and Mrs. Ryan tonight. Willie, I'm going to ask you to escort your wife to the side and then go grab your beautiful mother. Where's Carolyn? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Willie and his mom.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see.
Sing along if you know the words.
V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love. Is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can't make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very
Sing along.
extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love is all that I can give to you.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
Is more than just a game for two.
Everybody, come on, sing it.
Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause. Let's give it up for Willie and his mom tonight. Looking so beautiful. And folks, how about one more round of applause for our bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Ryan.
Thrilled to be here tonight with families to celebrate the union of Willie and Caroline. I think we can both say Caroline was gorgeous tonight. And our person who did the vows, regards to Craig, where is he? Craig, thank you. You did a fantastic job. We're also very excited to have the Lombardis here with Joanne, Peter, and Lindsay coming into our family. And a special thanks to Tom, who has surgery. He's here with us. He's on the mend, which we're very happy to have him here with us. Carol's going to say a few words, and then I will come back.
I just wanted to mention a couple of other people that are here tonight, and I mean, it's so great to have all of my family, my siblings, my nephews, Dwight's extended family here, because we're all together. Certainly the Conways have had a couple of rough years, and here we are all together, so this is great. And it's always great to have all three of my kids together in the same county. I won't say the same house anymore, but it's the same county, so that's always great. Caitlin, Kevin, and Willie. And then also to the Roosters family and Chris Field's family over there. Thank you so much, and it's so exciting to have you here. And then also to Willie's White Plains extended family, the Brunos, the Damianos, and the Pissanos, because when Willie was young, he used to spend a lot of time at their houses, and he we always felt great that he was there, and look at how good their own sons have turned out. So thank you to all of them.
Thank you. So a warm welcome to our lifelong friends, for Carol and myself, many of which we've known for over 60 years. One of which, where's Marie? Marie introduced us to, and we thank you for that. Now, Willie had a charm. I don't know how he charmed Caroline over. It was a hell of a lot easier for me. Yeah, well, let alone trying to get her to date me, which she hated me. It was even tougher to get her to marry me. But I persevered, and we just celebrated our 41st anniversary this past Tuesday. Speaking of friends, we've had the privilege of watching Willie grow up with some truly amazing ones that are here tonight. They've been his partners in crime, his biggest supporters, his greatest influencers, mostly for the better. But sometimes, well, let's just say I'm very happy that the police all went to Roosters and know Willie really well. Say no more. However, these friendships brought Willie and Caroline together. I am very proud of Willie and the man he has become. Thoughtful, caring, with a witty sense of humor, which I think he got from me, but I think Caroline will think otherwise. For those who don't know Willie, or we used to call him Wizzy when he was younger, and I still call him that, he'd always been far more decisive and mature beyond his years. We call him the old man. While other kids were singing nursery rhymes, Willie was belting out Sinatra songs in kindergarten. At age 6, he was pretending to shave using his sister's sanitary pads to clean off the remaining shaving cream. He didn't learn that from me. At age 6, he got a briefcase. By 12, he turned his closet into a business office, and God forbid if you touched his number 2 pencils. He started working at 12, bought a car at 16, became a partner at Roosters at 20, and he bought his second business at 28. Willie is also hyper-organized, as anyone who can attest to when he sees his tool kit down in his basement. I taught him everything he knew about that. I only have a screwdriver. He plans everything to the very last detail. This party is a great example of that. And he has everything down pat. Ironically, the only spontaneous thing that he ever happened to him was the best thing, and that was meeting you. Willie is incredible, caring, devoted to his family, friends, and community, always supporting charities and customers. However, I'm especially proud of what he did during COVID, which we all remember was a dark days for this country. After returning from a family vacation in February 20th, we found his brother, Kevin. Where's Kevin? He turned our house into a PPE warehouse. You got to know that PPE. As the pandemic unfolded, Willie revamped Roosters to ensure viability and survival. He performed curbside service, delivered food to the elderly, and working with his brother to ensure that no shortage of masks, disinfectants, not one but 2 of the coveted toilet paper, which I think you all remember. Toilet paper was in great demand during COVID. He even had it in the freezer boxes, keeping his staff employed and customers safe. Now let's talk to Caroline. You were special from the moment you walked into our lives. The grace and intelligence, kindness you showed, everyone made us so grateful to have you part of the family. I've noticed recently how you and Willie, especially Willie, looks at you and you at him. It reinforces not only are you a saint to put up with Willie's craziness, but more importantly, you love him and protect him in each other forever. What else can a parent say? And we're very appreciative of that. As we celebrate this joyous occasion, we want to take honor in memory of your dad. Though he's not with us today, I am sure, and I know, that you're all thinking of him today. And know how proud he would be of you. And what a wonderful woman you've turned out to be. We can never replace your dad, but no, I am always here if you ever need me, because you're a daughter to me. So let's raise our glasses to Willie and Caroline as the 2 of you embark on a new chapter. I wish you a life filled with adventure, laughter, and joy. And oh yes, I would love some little Ryans to play Riders Up, as you all remember that. We love you both. Cheers. And let's have a great night.
Oh, good evening, everybody. Am I doing this right? Okay. That's a hard act to follow because, that's Dad, and that was fantastic. All right, yeah, okay, better this way. I wish we had like a pulpit. I'd be able to stand here a little better. Anyway, friends and family, welcome, and just have a good time tonight. Please, everybody, have a good time. I'm so happy to see all of you have come here tonight to celebrate Caroline and Willie. My speech is basically about thank yous. Willie's mom and dad, Carolyn and Dwight, thank you for just being such lovely, easygoing people. And for being so loving and supportive of your son and my daughter throughout this whole process. You, along with Caitlin, Eric, Kevin, and aunts and uncles, have accepted Caroline into your family, and I am looking forward to many warm family events and togetherness as our children live and grow together. And thank you so much for a really great rehearsal dinner last night. That was so beautiful at my nursing. I don't know if anybody's familiar with it. Oh my God. If I win the lottery, I'm buying that damn place. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. We had a great night and it put us all in the wedding mode, right? Thank you to Willie's groomsmen and Caroline's bridesmaids. This doesn't happen without you. And this past couple of years of planning and celebrations and just being there for the couple at all times. Just really good people. Lindsay, can't do anything without you, girl. I want to thank Tom, my partner, for always being strong and supportive of me through all these life's main events, and for always taking an interest in my children's lives. He always does, and it's much appreciated. I want to look out there. Yeah, Tom is good. Tom is good. The Curtis clan. It is very unusual when the entire Curtis clan is all in one room, and we almost made it tonight. We had a few, last minute things that happened, but all my sisters are here, which is fantastic. And they come from near and far, and my nieces and nephews, thank you for coming here, and let's just remember our sister Jerry, our oldest sister, and we'll remember her by, who can tell me what was Caroline's name given to her by Jerry, our oldest sister? Come on. Sugar Britches! Sugar Britches was called Sugar Britches because all she ever wanted to eat was cookies and sugar, and that was her thing. Yeah. That and chicken cutlets. So that was Caroline. So that was that. Can you turn the page for me? Sorry, I thought I was going to have a pulpit here or whatever. Okay, my sisters and brothers-in-law from the Lombardi clan. They are also a big part of our lives. And Grandma Eleanor. My Grandma Eleanor at the helm. Thank you for always being extraordinary, loving aunts and uncles to my Peter and my Caroline. Grandma Eleanor. Thank you for always keeping a special place in your heart for Caroline. Really, she has a special place for her. You know why? Because they're Lombardi girls. She's got the connection with Caroline. She misses Caroline when she doesn't see her. She asks me every time I see her. And this woman, sorry, Eleanor, I got to tell everybody, she's 92. She's got her damn nails done. She's got her hair done. She's got her makeup on. And yeah, you picked the navy blue first. I'll give you that. I was bad. I picked the navy blue after you. But she looks good every day. She's like an amazing woman. Anyway, so happy Grandma's here with us. My friends and colleagues, you are my family to me. And I am honored to have all of you here today. I know you're out there. I'm not exactly sure what tables, but I love all you guys. My Willie. Now you're my Willie. I know you're really your mom's Willie, but now you're kind of mine too, okay? Just thank you for being everything to Caroline. I know that sounds like really trite, but that's really true. Thank you for making her so happy, so comfortable and secure in your love and all the plans that you have for your future together. Thank you for appreciating the goodness of Caroline and the strength she has, and for also helping her to grow as a human being. Thank you for being such a good catch. I mean, this guy is a hard worker. He owns 2 successful businesses, but he always schedules a little time for fun. Caroline makes sure of that. He's a great cook. He keeps a really good house. got a great catch. He's an old soul with a strong appreciation for past generations and old-fashioned traditions. Thank you for being organized, Willie. Something the Lombardis can always use more of. Yeah. Caroline is much better than her mother, let me tell you that. Okay. And that organization gene came in very handy this last couple of years while Willie put me on a dowry payment plan. And very conveniently, a phone call would come in just before the next payment was due. Hi, Mom, how's everything? You owe us. I loved it because it's the only way I could do things, and they let me do it over time. It was perfect. It worked really nicely. And damn, I was happy when that last one was paid. On time, I might add, on time. All right? I love you, Willie. I couldn't be more delighted or proud to have you as a son-in-law. My Caroline, my baby girl, BG. BG! My heart is bursting with happiness for you today, and I know your father is looking down with the same feelings I have. I thank him for being there and for helping me to raise such a wonderful girl. He was definitely a proud girl dad, and always your greatest supporter and advocate. The truth is, the two of you are very much alike. You're the female version. When Caroline was a little girl, she was very shy and quiet, but she always was aware of everything going on around her. And she wanted to make her own choices. I found it hard sometimes to get her involved in the things I wanted her to do, things that I thought she should do. I remember clearly running down a soccer field, pushing her and saying, kick the ball, come on. And I finally just gave up one day. I said, she was like this. And I said to her dad, I don't know what I'm going to do. She fights me on everything. And he said very clearly, leave her alone. Stop pushing her, and she'll do what makes her happy. The rest is history. She's made her own choices. She's made great choices. And whatever she focuses on, she did very well. She didn't really like soccer, but she was a damn good volleyball player at Pelham High School. She did really well. And softball. Yeah, sorry. You weren't right. Peter, my son, knew this years ago. In fact, Peter coined the phrase, never underestimate the power of Caroline. Quiet, powerful, strong, everything. Whatever she set her mind to do, she focuses on it and she does it well. I so love and admired you, Caroline. You know who you are, and you're comfortable doing and being who you're happy and confident to be, to live and grow in your own choices. And that's how you were then, and that's how you are now. You have a strength of character. Sometimes you could call it stubborn. But it's a strength of character, and you're true to yourself. And most importantly, you raised yourself up through some really tough times, and you're now your own success story. You put yourself through graduate school, have a great job with a future, became an awesome dog mom to Charlie, who needs a little training. Sorry, I love Charlie, but Char needs some dog whisperer. What can I say? He needs a major dog whisperer. All right. Sorry, honey. And you have chosen to marry the best guy. Best guy. A few months ago, I broke my wrist. And Caroline and Willie took me in for the first week while I was figuring out how to navigate with one hand. Oh, come on, Willie. You wanted me to stay. Come on. They were so good to me. They helped me get through a really difficult time just by being there for me. But something else came out of that really short stay. I got to observe them as a couple, as housemates. They really work together. They're like a well-oiled machine. They talk things through. They make plans together. They take turns choosing movies. They talk about Charlie and how who's going to do this and whatever. And the best part, Willie brings home the food, cooks it up in a pan, and Caroline eats it. Do you remember that? I can bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan. That's Willie. That's Willie. So, in closing, when you find someone who makes you so happy that a goofy smile comes to your face, ear to ear, every time you mention their name, you realize that love is real. When you find out that that person feels the same way about you, and you forge a relationship together, you realize the meaning of life. And if you get to a place, if you're so lucky that you decide that you want to put this all together and marry each other, you realize it's a privilege. Marriage, when good, mutually loving, and respectful, really is an amazing phenomenon, and it allows both partners to live their best lives. Caroline and Willie have found that life, that they're going to live together. So here, Caroline and Willie, to your best lives.
Wow. Let's give it up for Joanne. Keeping it light, keeping it fun.
Okay. All right, good evening, everybody. Speech. Let's get a clink for the bride and the groom. Let's give a little toast. I want to see a little Alrighty, good evening, and it is an honor to be standing up here today helping Caroline and Willie celebrate this occasion. Yes, louder. Thank you, Joanne, the Ryans, and all of the people who've been a part of their love story over the years. I want to give the opportunity to hear from Team Bride, and Caroline has a lot of hype women in the crowd. So when I call out your group, let's show our bride some love. Please don't make me look foolish. Everybody, let's get loud when I call your group. All right. Pelham Crew. Let's do it. All right, Sienna Crew. Lombardi's. Okay, Curtis's. All right, and her new crew, the Ryans and all of the White Plains friends. Thank you guys, that was a lot of fun. And like I said, a true honor to be standing up here today. Caroline and Willie, I hope you capture all of that love and keep it in your heart forever. Okay, sister, you've grown so much since we first met. And I'm so proud of you. Proud of all the choices that you've made. And most importantly, the biggest choice of all, to marry Willie. You two are a great team, a great partnership. All right. Caroline and I first met November 2015. Our first interaction ever was over Facebook chat about bail money for Peter. That's true. That's a story for another time, maybe later. But yeah, I stuck around, so here I am. And one thing that was true then, true now, always true, is the unbreakable bond that you have with your brother, my husband, and with all of your family. This was instilled in you by your father and mother, both of whom would go to bat for their family, many of whom I'm looking at, any day, any time. Loyalty is one of your defining characteristics. Willie, Caroline will always stand for you, but you've earned that place in her heart, and now you are her family. So, this got me thinking about Caroline's other defining qualities and why I love her so much. You are humble, you're sensitive, you're shy sometimes, not shy sometimes, sweet, goofy, generous. You love to have a good time, especially when martinis are involved. You worship the sun, a turkey, as Willie likes to call her. You never speak badly of others. You're the easiest person to be around. A truly rare and precious gem, a classic. What's funny is that these words I used to describe Caroline are also how I would describe Willie. Loyal, humble, thoughtful, generous, a classic. Willie, you've accomplished so much already, and we're so proud to call you family. Me and Willie are the type A's of the family, as Joanne likes to call us. So thank you for planning, cooking, cleaning, being the voice of reason, and always making sure that my steak is cooked perfectly. If anybody had an overdone steak tonight, please get with Willie ASAP. Caroline, you're the best sister, daughter to Peter and Joanne, niece, cousin, friend, aunt, Charlie's mom, and now wife. So here's what I wish for you two as a married couple. Vacations with no rain, happy date nights at Bonamici, steaks cooked to perfection, White Plains St. Patrick's Day full of too much fun, endless cuddles with Char, years more of watching Seinfeld reruns and cracking up, realizing all of your dreams, building new dreams together, starting a family, loving each other every day. You've already built a beautiful life together, and today's one more piece in that puzzle. We love you, we're proud of you, and we'll stand by you always. Everyone, if you will, raise your glass, and let's toast our bride and groom. Cheers to the Ryans!
I need all of you guys to turn around. All right, can everybody hear me? We're good? Louder? Okay. I can talk loud, so don't worry. All right, so first off, I want to thank Carolyn, Dwight, and Joanne for hosting us on this just amazing night so far, as well as Peter. I wish he could be here to see how happy you are and how just amazing you look tonight, Caroline. So let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Pat. I've known Willie since about the 8th grade. I've been waiting for this moment for a little while now. All right. Yeah, buckle up. So I really wanted to try and make this funny, right? Talk a bunch of smack, quite frankly, get a little revenge on Willie for the, let's just say, friendly pokes he had for me in his speech he gave at my wedding. Talk about the ridiculous things we did growing up together, the parties we thought we were getting away with in his basement. Sorry, Dwight and Carolyn. Running from the cops and, almost crashing cars into the front of houses. Talk about the stories that you don't really talk about until a time like this. But I just didn't feel a speech like that was going to do Willie justice. They say you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Luckily for me, Willie is one of those 5 and probably top 3. I spent a lot of time with him over the years, and I can confidently say I'm a much better man in every way possible because of it. I also know a little more about U.S. history and current foreign affairs than I care to know about because of it, but, we take the good with the bad, right? But I do mean that, though, and anybody in here who has spent any amount of time with Willie knows what I'm talking about on the surface. But I don't think most of you know how deep it goes and just how good of a person he really is. As a business owner, entrepreneur, and just person in general, you don't get to where Willie is without admirable qualities like drive, passion, resilience, and empathy for others. His drive, how about him waking up at 5 a.m. to go open Roosters at 12 years old, work all day, and just get paid in French fries? Right? That is absolutely true, by the way. His passion, when things were going so well at Roosters, at the drop of a hat, he leaves college, drives back to White Plains, and buys into the store, eventually becoming full-time owners, I think we all know in here. That was resilience. Can anybody in here imagine owning a business in the peak of COVID? Kind of touched on this already a little bit today, but they had toilet paper and hand sanitizer. And like Willie pointed out today, they never ran out, right? So as you guys can imagine, things were a little crazy in there for a while, right? Getting through that is true resilience. But now for the most important one, and that is his care and empathy for others. Let's bring it right back to COVID, unfortunately. When stores and businesses were laying off employees left and right to cut costs, Roosters didn't want to do that. And Willie did everything in his power, and I mean everything, to try and make sure all of his employees were still able to take care of their families. They were okay during those times. And he did it. That's the stuff nobody really knows about because Willie's too humble to ever talk about it. Hold on. All right. And look, that's just Roosters, right? So I bring all of that up because he's poured so much of who he is into that place since he was 12. And let's be real, I can't give Willie's wedding speech without talking about Roosters a little bit, all right? But he's like that with everyone in every single part of his life. If I need help with my business, he's the first one to sit me down and help me figure out a solution. If anyone in his family needs help with anything, no problem, he's got it covered. CeeLo's hung over on the couch and needs a bagel. No problem, honey, I got the Uber Eats. All right? This man does more for other people without asking for anything in return more than anybody in here knows. And that is contagious. There's no better quality to have than making the people around you want to be better just by being around you. And that's what you do. From me to the boys, your employees, your family, and now your new wife. You're a good man, you're loving, caring, family-oriented, hardworking, resilient, and really, really good at handling my business's accounting, so keep that up. All right? So, Willie. We're a little bit. It's okay. You'll figure it out. So, Willie, I just want to say thank you from me and from a lot of other people in this room for making us better people just by being in your presence. And stop. Now, Caroline, everybody's favorite golden retriever. You possess some contagious qualities yourself. You have a very unique ability to see the good in everybody and everything. You're always very positive towards any situation, which is important when you live with Mr. Doomsday Prepper over here. You also give the people the benefit of the doubt in every situation that comes up. You understand people are going through stuff, and that they don't always mean the things they do or say. It's a quality that makes me and the people around you look to be more forgiving, empathetic, and understanding. Things the world could use a little more of. Now, on the flip side, we have competitive CeeLo, who I admire the hell out of. No one crawls under tables, talks a bunch of smack, and wants to win a game of 21 Cup quite like you do. And I love it, right? If you're on CeeLo's team, you better buckle up because she wants to win. And her efforts are going to have you doing things you didn't think you'd do to win a game of beer pong. And that's also something the world could use a little more of. Just some intense, friendly competition. But now, I need to talk about the most important and contagious quality that you have. And we've been fortunate enough to see that on display tonight, especially in that beautiful dress of yours. And that is your dance moves. Because I'm pretty sure that's how you got this man in the first place, all right? From day one, Willie couldn't resist those moves. Now, unfortunately, we already touched on this topic because for some reason, me and our beautiful officiant today, Craig, didn't compare notes. So we're going to bring it back to that New Year's Eve party that Willie and CeeLo, what I consider that's where they met at my parents' house, right? It was like 8 of us. It was nothing special, but we just ended up dancing for hours, all right? My parents and their friends came over later after their parties to join in on our dance party. My sister and her husband came over after their New Year's Eve party to join in. I'm telling you, it was hours, and it was very unexpected, and it all started like way after the ball drop. It was the best New Year's I've ever had, and it just feels right that that was the night where the Caroline Willie spark started up. Again, Craig touched on this. It was at that night that my sister called Willie and CeeLo sharing a little first kiss outside. Yeah. And the next day she comes over to our house and she goes, ooh, Willie and CeeLo are in love. And I'm like, yeah, like they had some fun together last night. She goes, no, like they're in love. And she was right. Because when it's real, it's clear from day one. And from that day forward, I have had the privilege of having a front row seat to watching the love between these two grow into a beautiful, loving, caring, and strong relationship. And more importantly, and most importantly, I watched them grow into becoming best friends. And that's what matters most. Because when you marry your best friend, life is good. Caroline and Willie, I love the two of you so much, and I just couldn't be happier for you right now on this amazing night. So with that, let's give a toast, raise a glass, and let's give a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Ryan.
Folks, one more time for Pat, our best.
La da da dee da, la da 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 dee da, la da dee together. You ought to know by now if you wanna be my lover, wanna be my lover, wanna be my lover. Be my lover, wanna be my lover. La da da dee da da.